In today's mobile development world, React Native continues to be the top choice for building cross-platform apps. But building the UI is only half the story. Connecting your app to a powerful backend, whether through REST APIs or GraphQL, defines how smooth and scalable your app becomes. In this video, we'll explore both REST and GraphQL integrations in React Native, show you how they work with real examples, and help you decide which approach to use in your next project. To get started, we'll use the Expo CLI for quick project bootstrapping. It's beginner-friendly and perfect for prototyping. You can create a new project using npx create expo app. Then open it in VS Code. We'll install two key libraries, Axios for making REST API calls, and Apollo client for interacting with GraphQL endpoints. Once we're set up, we'll dive straight into hands-on integration. Let's begin with REST APIs. REST stands for Representational State Transfer, and it's built on standard HTTP methods like GET, POST, PUT, and DELETE. Using Axios, we can easily fetch data, for example, to retrieve a list of users from JSON placeholder. We simply use Axios, GET, and store the response in our app state. It's fast, readable, and works well for most basic API tasks. Now, it's important to handle loading and error states properly. When we make a REST call, we don't want the user to see a blank screen if it takes a second to load. We'll add an activity indicator for loading and a simple error message if the request fails. This ensures a smooth user experience and prevents confusion when things go wrong. Next, let's see how to send data using a POST request. Suppose we want to add a new user. We'll create a simple form and submit the data using Axios. POST, it's important to structure the request body correctly, matching the backend's expectations. On success, we can show a toast or confirmation message. This covers the full lifecycle of working with REST, from reading to writing data. Now let's shift to GraphQL, unlike REST, which returns fixed data structures. GraphQL lets us specify exactly what we want from the server. It uses a single endpoint and works with queries and mutations. To get started, we install it Apollo/client and GraphQL. Then wrap our app in an Apollo provider that connects to the backend. The flexibility of GraphQL makes it ideal for modern apps with complex data needs. Let's look at a practical GraphQL query. Say we want to fetch upcoming SpaceX launches. We define a query using the GQL tag and use Apollo's useQuery hook to run it. The result gives us access to data, loading and error from there. We can display the mission names and launch dates in a clean list. It's fast, declarative, and avoids overfetching data. Now what if we want to send data to the server? That's where mutations come in. A mutation is like a POST request in REST. We define the mutation with GraphQL, set up variables, and use Apollo's useMutation hook to trigger it. For example, to send a message, we pass the text as a variable and handle the response just like any other hook. It's clean, type-safe, and tightly integrated into the React ecosystem. Just like with REST, handling errors in GraphQL is crucial. When a query or mutation fails, Apollo provides a structured error object. You'll often find useful information in GraphQL errors or network error. This makes debugging and user feedback more consistent. Always be sure to wrap your queries with proper error UI to avoid showing raw failures to users. So when should you use REST and when should you choose? Use REST when you're working with existing endpoints or need a simpler setup. It's widely supported and easy to understand. Choose GraphQL when you want flexibility, reduce overfetching, or build scalable modern apps. The best part, you don't have to pick just one. Many apps today use both in combination. Before we wrap up, here are some tools that can boost your development workflow. Postman is great for testing REST APIs. Apollo Sandbox lets you explore and run GraphQL queries in your browser. React Query is a great alternative for REST, with built-in caching and retries. And tools like Insomnia support both REST and GraphQL, making debugging much easier. That's it for today's video. We've covered the full journey of integrating both REST and GraphQL APIs in a React Native app, from installation and setup to handling real-world use cases. If this helped you, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to Full Stack Dev, and check out the next video where we build a real-time chat app using Firebase. All links and code samples are in the description below. Thanks for watching.